Hi Stampers, I'm Nancy Novak. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today it is our third day of our Timeless Arrangements video series. So we're using the Timeless Arrangement stamp set and coordinating dies, and we're making 3D projects this week. So we made a couple of quick and easy but adorable projects on day 1 and 2, and today we're going to get a little bit fancy. And today's project was inspired from the catalog. So Stampin' Up's catalog. Here is the Timeless Arrangements page. And I was inspired by that little card or that little box right there. So we're going to do something. I tweaked it up a little bit, got a little bit creative, and this is what I came up with. So it's a pretty little box, and we decorated the top, and I'm excited to share it with you because it's pretty easy. So I'm going to bring in, we're going to make the box first. So I'm going to make the box out of crumb cake. But before I get started, let me remind you of Stampin' Up's Starter Kit promo. I can't believe we're halfway through October already. And this promo ends at the end of October. And basically, for $64.35, you get to choose $125 worth of products, or for $99, you get to choose $168.75 worth of products, and you pick your own products. So that is a great promotion. But besides all the free stuff, I just want to let you know, if you join my team, you're part of a larger team, and we get together monthly by Zoom and quarterly by Zoom, and we have little meetings and bingo games, and there's a chance to win prizes. Plus, you'll always have personalized help from me. I'm always available, and I do answer and respond very quickly to any questions or problems or anything you want to talk about. So I know that the starter kit is an unknown, so feel free to email me or call me and we can discuss it further. One more thing I want to mention is, if you do sign up for this starter kit in October, that means that you get to have access to everything that becomes new, all the new products, a month earlier than everybody else. And in January, there's a new catalog coming out. But by joining, or as being a demonstrator like me, you can get access to that in December. So that means that you get to get all those products ahead of time, and you don't have to worry about anything running out. And it's just one of the little tiny perks. There's many more besides the great discount that you get. You get a 20% discount on all future purchases. So that's my little commercial for the day, but it's not really a commercial. It's just something that I want to make sure that you are aware of. Okay, so for our box, 2 pieces of cardstock. Don't worry about the sizes right now because all that information will be on my blog in my project sheet. I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. And on this larger piece, we're going to score it at 1 inch on all sides. I'm just going to turn it and score it on 1 inch, at 1 inch. Okay, and the smaller piece, we're going to score at 3/4 inches on all sides. So I'm going to bring my bone folder in and just fold on all those score marks. Whenever you're making a box, it really does help to have your score lines really creased well. So that's why that's a good idea to use that bone folder. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut up on the score line in the corner, right up to the very first score line. And that's going to create a little tab. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm just going to turn it around and cut up on that line right up to the first score line. I'm going to do the same thing on this piece. Okay, so this is really a simple box to make. There's nothing fancy about it. So our box is going to fold up like that. And I'm going to use glue to do the tabs. You could also use tear and tape. So I'm going to, this is where the box is going to fold. I'm going to flip it over and put glue on the outside of the 2 tabs, here and here. And I'm just going to fold it up to meet with the side edge. Make sure it's all lined up. And I'm just going to hold it there a second because the glue needs to set for a second. That's good. And now again, I'm going to put the glue or the tear and tape, whichever you use, on the outside of the tab. And we're going to flip it to the inside, match up the edges, and just hold it there for a second. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on this one. So our box is going to close like that. I'm going to flip it over and put glue on the outside of the tab. Okay. There is a little box. Quick and easy, perfect box, perfect size for lots of different gift ideas. But now let's get on to the fun stuff. So this one I did in Real Red. I'm going to do this one in Cherry Cobbler. So I have a piece of Cherry Cobbler and a piece of Very Vanilla. That's going to be my stamping piece. And let's bring in a couple of other scraps. So I have a scrap of crumb cake, and I used the Timeless die. I use this one right here to cut this out, and it gives you a really pretty little dotted edge. I'm not sure if the camera's focusing, but it's really pretty. So we're going to stamp on that. Then I have a scrap of Garden Green, and I have some Very Vanilla scraps. So I'm going to bring in Memento ink, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to stamp 3 flower images. I'm going to stamp 3 berry images. And on the Garden Green, I'm going to stamp 3 leaf images. And I have a leaf image here that I've stamped from before, so I'll use that. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my light Cherry Cobbler marker, and I'm going to color in the flowers. And I'm going to color the leaves and the berries in Granny Apple Green. Okay, so that's what it looks like, all colored in. So now I'm going to bring in a couple of the dies. So I have the leaf die, the flower die, and I have the little berry die, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out all those pieces. Okay, so let's look at everything we have. So we have the 3 stamped leaves, the 3 stamped flowers, and the 3 little sprigs. Those are the ones we stamped. Okay, then ahead of time, I went ahead and cut out, using those Timeless Arrangement dies, I cut out 3 leaf sprigs, I cut out 3 Cherry Cobbler sprigs, and I cut out 3 of the More Dazzle sprigs. So everything was in groups of 3. So now we're going to do a little bit more stamping. So I'm going to bring this little piece in, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment on that. I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler. Wishing you a season of hope and light. Okay, then I'm going to bring this piece in. This is going to be our main focal stamping piece. And this is going to go here, and we're going to build around it with all those sprigs. But before we do that, I'm going to bring in another stamp from the stamp set. Let me show you here. That one right there. And I'm also going to use this long berry stamp. And I am just going to stamp up here and down here. Now I'm going to bring the berry stamp in. And I'm going to, this is just here so I can see where I want to place everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp right there. And I'm going to do one right there. And I'm going to do one right there. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. We get to build all of our little scene, our flowers around here. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals. I'm going to put my dimensionals in the middle because I want to be able to put my flower sprigs behind it. And I'm going to start with the green leaves. And I'm just going to glue the 3 green leaves on. Then I brought in my little berries and I kind of overlapped them right on those green leaves. I'm going to bring in these larger pieces now, and I'm going to cut them down and kind of put them behind where I think they'll fit best. And again, these are the timeless arrangement dies, so they have that nice little border there to glue. Okay, now I think I'll glue my little flowers on. Okay, now I'm going to put my little sparkly ones on here and there. Okay, now I do have these little red berries if I wanted to add them, but you know what? I'm not gonna. I think it looks pretty just like it is. And also, I did not use this 3rd sprig of the leaves that I had, so I just cut it apart and put it here and there, so I didn't even use that one. So now I'm going to bring in my box and my little cherry cobbler piece, my little matte piece, and I'm going to glue this . Okay, it's done. What do you think? Isn't that just adorable? Little box. You can put so many good presents inside there, but look how pretty that is. So this one's in red, and this one's in cherry cobbler. Not much of a difference, but so pretty and inspired from the catalog. Isn't that awesome? I just love that when you can go through the catalog and go, oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to make that. And then just kind of tweak it to your own style, whatever hits your boat, whatever floats your boat. And I like it. What do you think? Pretty. Now, you know what? If you didn't want to put this on a box, you could make the same layout and go ahead and put it on a card base. It would fit just fine. And it's so pretty. Do you like it? I hope so. Hope you were inspired. Like I said, the timeless arrangement set. Go back and look at my videos that I did a couple weeks ago. I made a bunch of cards with this, and now we're doing all 3D. Tomorrow I have a really cute little treat holder, and on Friday we're going to do it could be a card, but I'm going to use it as a place setting, a table place setting to put by the plates. So be sure you're here at noon. Please like and share my video. I would appreciate it. And if you're new, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'd love to have you join us. And I'll see you tomorrow. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout.